Okay, welcome to Bodyweight Circuits. This is number 1. You're going to work for 40 seconds on and 20 seconds off. You're going to do 10 exercises that I'll introduce you to as we go through this. And you're going to go around 3 times, hence that's the circuit. So the first one is going to be your push-ups, guys. So nice and easy push-ups. Now you can do these with your feet on the ground and your body long and strong. You can do them with your knees on the ground. You could put your hands on a bench or a table, or you can put your hands on the wall. So there's different ways to regress those exercises so you can work your way through. Next up after these are going to be your clock lunges. So the clock lunge is, imagine you stood in the middle of a clock face and you're going to step out towards the numbers. So you could step out with your left leg towards 12, and then with your left leg go towards 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and then go with your right leg towards 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 12. Next up after that is this weird one, which is the star jump, but lying on the ground face up. So what you're going to do is a little bit of core specific, this one, because you've got really big levers by having your feet off the ground, so your legs are long. And you're going to sweep the arms and legs. So basically, you're doing a star jump, but you're lying on your back on the ground. So not only will you get the benefits of the star jump, but no impact, but very core specific. If you want to do this normal star jumps, that's fine. We do have your squats after this. So squats are going to be feet shoulder width apart, head and chest up, descend to the depth that you feel comfortable descending to, and then stand up nice and tall with those. It's almost like you're popping up and down in a tube with these. Now next up after your squats, we have the 2-inch run in place. So the 2-inch run in place, this is a lot more difficult than it looks. You're going to power through with the arms up the top, and the feet, well, they're just going to be nice and rapid on the floor. So to try and keep this going for 40 seconds is a bit of a doozy. At any point, if you want to, you can always go for 30 seconds on and 30 seconds off. Just keep your eye on the clock in the top right-hand corner. Okay, so after the 2-inch run in place, we do have your spider walkouts. So now that I've ramped up your heart rate, you're going to come down onto the ground, come into a nice long strong plank position, the arms extended, and then you're going to walk the hands and feet out. So a nice strong plank position on that. You're going to separate the hands and feet as far as you comfortably can, and then bring yourself back up into that push-up position. Now, if you need to do this with your knees on the ground, maybe you're just separating the hands, then that's fine. The side lunges is up next. So side lunge, you want to step out to the side. You're going to go both left and right. Keep the feet pointing forwards, like they're on a pair of skis is what I say. Keep the feet rooted to the ground as well, so you build that mobility in through the ankle. Now after these side lunges, we do have side planks coming in. So you're going to take yourself down to the ground. Now we're going to go off the left elbow on round 1. We're going to go off the right elbow on round 2. And then on round 3, we're going to do 20 seconds either side. Now if you need to, if you can hold a side plank for 40 seconds as long as the quality is high, well that's great. Otherwise you can do little 10-second blasts of this side plank. After your side plank, we're going to go into what we call leg extensions. Now the leg extensions, you're going to be on all fours, so you're already on the ground for your side plank. You're going to have your knees underneath your hips, your shoulders over your hands. You're going to drive your ass into the ceiling, look at your toes as your bum goes up, and squeeze the fronts of your legs, squeezing the quadriceps. Then you can come back down, those knees on the ground. If you do want to make this harder, well then when the knees come down, they don't touch the ground, they literally just hover above the ground. Now after those leg extensions, we do have what we call the duck under. So imagine somebody's going to try and punch you to the face. It's not very nice. So you're going to duck underneath and then reply with 2 punches. Or there is just literally a rope out in front of you, like a washing line. You're going to duck underneath it and throw 2 jabs either side. Okay guys, we have 10 seconds before the main circuit starts, and that first one is going to be a push-up. Now you do get 20 seconds, so don't worry. Okay, so this is the main circuit now, team. You have 20 seconds, well, in fact, you've got 15, to get into your push-up position. You can have your hands on the wall, making it really easy. You can have the hands on a bench or a sofa or a couch or a table, or come down into this full body push-up position. Ready? We're going. Wait for it. Now. So, nice and easy, 40 seconds of push-ups. Now, obviously, if you can't do 40 seconds of push-ups, that's not a problem. Maybe do 1, 2, 3 reps, have a breather, reset the form and the technique, and do another 3. And just work on perfect push-ups 3 sets at a time, or 3 reps at a time. You got 15 seconds left on this one. You want the elbows to point backwards like an arrow shape on this, rather than out to the side and like a T shape. You got 5 more seconds. We have the clock lunge coming up next. And relax. Well done. Right, so you got your clock lunge. We want the head and chest up. So stand up nice and tall. Imagine you're placing yourself in the middle of a clock face. And what you're going to do from here is you're going to step towards those numbers. So 12 to 6 on the left-hand side. You step with the left leg. Get ready. And away you go. And 6 to 12. So 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 12 on the right-hand side. Well, then you use your right leg with that one. So slowly but surely, work your way around that clock face to 12, to 11, to 10, out to the side for 9. When you get to it, 6 o'clock is directly behind you. 3 o'clock is off to your right-hand side. 12 o'clock right in front of you. Explore that clock face, guys. Explore your range of movement. You have 7 seconds left. Next up, we're going to lie down on the ground. It's not as good as it sounds, though, because it is star jumps lying face up. Okay, so take yourself down to the ground. You have your star jumps lying face up. So lift your heels off the ground. Literally, they just need to be off the ground. They don't need to be into the ceiling or the sky or anything. You've got 3 more seconds before you get ready. Arms above your head. And away you go. So sweep the arms out to the side. Sweep the legs out to the side. And again, if you can keep them off the ground for the whole 40 seconds, outstanding. Don't worry if you can't. You might do 2 or 3 reps. Need to put the heels back down on the ground because it's too much for the stomach. If you want to, if this gets too much and you want to come up to standing up and doing star jumps normal, that's not a problem. You do have 13 seconds left on this one. Alright, last 6 seconds. To give you the heads up, squats are going to be up next. And relax. So we do have squats coming up. So from this position here, get your feet around about shoulder width apart. Feet might be pointing ahead, they might be slightly turned out. See what feels comfortable for you. Slowly but surely, you're going to let the knees track forward as the hips come back. Descending down and then driving straight up. Ready? 40 seconds of squat start. Now off you go. Go at your own pace. It's way better to maybe go a little bit slower to really dial in this pace and this technique than it is to go bananas. And all your form breaks down and your knees give you grief. One of the biggest things with these is if your heels start to come off the ground, imagine there's a winning lottery ticket underneath your heels. If you lift those heels, you're going to lose that winning lottery ticket. You got 7 more seconds on these squats. The 2-inch run in place is next. And relax. Okay. So check out the 2-inch run in place. You're going to stand yourself up. You're going to power through and slide through with the arms. And down below, the feet are going to be nice and fast, nice and rapid. A couple of inches off the ground. All right, you got 3 seconds. Stand by. And away you go. Let's see it. 2-inch run in place. So nice fast feet with ease. 10 seconds already gone. If you want to step it up a gear, you can do. You can almost do this in 4 blocks of 10 seconds, getting faster every 10 seconds. Right, you're halfway through, 20 seconds left. Last 15. After these 2-inch run in place, once we've got your heart rate up, we're going to take it back down into those spider walkouts. You got 9 seconds. 5 seconds. This is one of those ones that if you want to do 30 seconds on and 30 seconds off, you can do. And relax. Well done. All right, take yourself into these spider walkouts. So what you're going to do, you got 15 seconds before you go. Get yourself into a strong push-up position. Hands underneath the shoulders. Slowly walk the hands out as you slowly take the feet out. Getting to the point where you're literally just hovering above the ground. 3 more seconds. And away you go. So take your time with these. Take your time. Walking the feet out. Walking the hands out. Slow and steady wins the race on these. You certainly don't want to be rushing these. Hope you're not doing these on a slippy floor either and inadvertently spreading out further than you were expecting. You got 10 more seconds on these spider walkouts. Side lunges will be up next. 5 seconds. And relax. Well done. Bring yourself up. We got side lunges. So, stand up nice and tall. Heads up, chest up. Side step out to your left and your right. You're going to keep the feet nice and planted. Don't let the ankle roll up. Feet are pointing forwards like they're on a pair of skis. You're going in 3 seconds. And away you go for your side lunges. Okay, 25 seconds left on these side lunges. Take your time. Only then can you start building in the speed, as long as the form and the quality is high. We do have the side planks coming up next. Side plank. 5 more seconds on this one. And relax. Well done. Take yourself down to the ground. And remember, we're going to go off that left elbow first. Left elbow first. So get your left elbow directly underneath your left shoulder. Now, if you want to, you can bend the knees a little bit. So you can go off the knees. If you want to go full body, that's great. Put your top leg in front like I'm doing in the demo. Ready? First side plank. And away you go. Bring yourself up. Now, if you want to hold this for the 40, as long as the technique and the form is locked in, that's great. However, if you're going to do the 10-second blast, relax there. Have a 3 seconds breather. Get ready to come back up. Now, so bring yourself back up into it. Let's hold it for another 10 seconds. Keep it there. And relax. Okay, take yourself down. Have a breather. Get ready. And you're back up. This is your final side plank off this left-hand side. 7 more seconds. Now, you can stay on the ground because we have leg extensions up next. And relax there. So roll yourself over onto your front. All right. Get your knees underneath your hips and your shoulders over your hands. Now what you're going to do is you're going to drive your ass up into the ceiling. Or if you're outside, drive it up into the sky. You're going to look at your toes as you drive your ass up, spine in line, and away you go. So you drive up, you look at the toes, and you squeeze the front of the legs. If I was to come round with an axe and whack those thighs with an axe, sounds horrific, doesn't it? But they'd literally bounce off. They're like pillars of concrete, those legs at the top position. They're real squeezed, they're taut and tight, like high tension steel. That's what they are. 15 seconds on this. You're getting the mobility on the range of movement around the shoulders. Extending those legs out. What we got? We got 5 more seconds on this. We're going to be going into your duck unders next. Okay, so we got the duck unders. So stand yourself up, find yourself a little bit of space. All right, get your guard up, so lift your fists up. You're going to duck underneath an imaginary punch coming in, or a piece of rope that's out in front of you. You're going to duck underneath it and throw some jabs either side. Ready? And away you go. So let's get nice and light on the feet. Let's keep the guard up as we duck underneath as well. Last thing we want to do, there's 2 things you don't want to do. First of all is drop your guard. Keep yourself nice and protected. Second thing is, don't take your eyes off the prize. So know where your target is all the time. So don't be looking down to the ground now as you duck. You got 20 seconds. This is the end of round 1. I've absolutely flown through this. Well done. Okay, you got 10 seconds. Last 7. 4 more seconds. We'll be going into push-ups next. And relax there. All right, here we go. Round 2, team. Round 2. So get yourself ready. You're in a nice, long, strong plank position. Now, last time you might have started full body, and now you're 10 minutes in, you're like, whew, I'm a bit pooped, so you might come down to the knees. Or that first round might have been a warm-up, so if you want to go full body, great. Ready? Off you go. Let's rock out these push-ups. Your choice. You might be doing all 3 rounds with your hands on the wall and just angling that body in a little bit. That's no problems. What could you swap this out to as well if you've got the kit? Well, you could do TRX chest press, right? You know we love the chest press. I mean, you know we love the TRX. 18 seconds left on this one. 15 seconds. So what's up after the push-ups? It's that clock lunge, if you remember. That's the one where you're in the middle of the clock face and you're going to step out towards the numbers. 3 more seconds on these, though. And relax. All right, have a breather. Bring yourself up. Grab a quick drink if you need one. 15 seconds before you go into your clock lunge. Seven seconds now. All right, 3, 2, clock lunge. Now away you go. All right, heads up, chest up. You need a little bit of room for this, because if you are in the middle of that clock face and you're doing a big lunge forwards and a big lunge backwards, you might need a bit of room. So be careful if you're going to kick the kids out of the way or boot the dog or, you know, welly the side cupboard. Watch out for that. Got 17 seconds on this. You'll see actually in the demo I do have to change my positioning on the ground as I demo this, because when I go into that side lunge you don't have the room. You have 7 seconds left on these clock lunges. We will be going into your star jumps lying face up. And relax. Okay, take yourself down to the ground. Unfortunately it's not that lying down on the ground nice rest period that we're all hoping for. We got 10 seconds before you go. Again, don't be afraid. Some rounds you might want to do the 40-20. Sometimes you might want to do the 30-30. That's fine. Get yourself ready though. Your first 40 is now. Away you go. Let's go. Star jumps lying face up. Let the arms and legs sweep. Keep it nice and smooth and steady. The less jerkiness, the better. If this gets too much and you want a little bit of abs, well, I'll tell you what, put your hands by your side and just keep your feet still. Just keep your feet out in front of you. Just get a little bit of ab work with those heels lifted off the ground. Now you've got 8 more seconds on these star jumps. Next up will be the bodyweight squat. So you will have to stand back up and relax there. You've got 20 seconds to set yourself up for these squats. 15 seconds before you go. So feet shoulder width apart. If you want to tweak this a little bit, if you've got the kit, great. You could grab a kettlebell, maybe some dumbbells, a small child, a large dog, whatever you fancy. Ready? 40 seconds of squats. Start now. So the feet, remember what I said about that winning lottery ticket? Don't let those heels lift. You can always think your big toe, your little toe and your heel, they're like points of a triangle. You're going to push that triangle into the ground, okay? So think of those points of contact. Knees are tracking forward, hips are coming back. Like you're in a piece of guttering or downspout, you're in a tube, and you've got to pop up and down. Show the logo of your t-shirt off as well. 8 more seconds on these. We do have your 2-inch run in place. Back to those gnarlies. And relax. Alright, give the arms and legs a bit of a shake. Grab a quick drink if you need to. Got 15 seconds. Open up the window if you need to. Turn the fan on if you're a bit roasty toasty. You got 10 seconds before you got your 2-inch run in place. 5 seconds. Ready? And light it up. Let's go. So we're in gear 1 now, right? First 10 seconds, gear 1. We're just easing ourselves into it. And gear 2. So now we go a little bit faster. Hands are going to go a little bit faster still. 5 more seconds. We're going to step it up. Gear 3. Ready? All right, let's go. Gear 3. 20 seconds. So faster feet. Even more faster than that. Gear 1 and 2. Ready? And let's go with this gear 4. Last 10 seconds now. Step it up. Give it all you can. We have the spider walkouts coming up next. 4 more seconds. Awesome, man. Relax. Have a breather. Have a well-earned breather. Take yourself down to the ground. Strong push-up position. Now, again, if you find this difficult, just choose. Are you just going to mobilize the top bit and maybe just take the hands out? Are you just going to try and spread the legs and see how far you can get them? Okay, but if you can move all 4 limbs, then go for it. You've got 40 seconds on your spider walkouts. So taking the hands out, taking the feet out, literally getting to the point where you're hovering just above the ground, and then bring yourself back up and in. Halfway through on these now, 20 seconds left. Okay, you got 10 seconds left on these spider walkouts. We will be going into side lunges up next. You got 5 more seconds on these spider walkouts. Keep tight. Almost there. And relax. All right, side lunges. Get yourself back up onto your feet. Standing up nice and tall. Feet pointing forwards. Side stepping out. All right, here we go. 7 seconds. 4 more seconds. So side lunges, you go in, now, and ease yourself into it. So we've had those clock lunges, obviously hitting different directions. Now we're just going side to side, dialing into that. Feel that stretch through the groin, through the hips, get those working. 25 seconds left on these. Make sure though, have a look down if you need to, just for an instant. Just see if those feet are still pointing forwards. 9 seconds. So we're going to hit your side plank next. And remember, we're going to go off the right side because we nailed the left side before. We're going to go off the right side. Ready? Okay. So you got 20 seconds to set yourself up. Take yourself down to the ground under control. Place your right elbow on the ground. Stack your right shoulder over it. Now stack your left shoulder over your right shoulder. Stack your left hip over your right hip. You got 5 seconds. You can hold it for the 40, or I'll count you through little blasts of 10 seconds. Ready? Come on up. So let's hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Now, if you full body, drive the heels away from the head. And relax there. Have a 3 seconds breather. There's 1. There's 2. There's 3. And come on up. Lock it back in. Another 10 seconds, please. Hold it there. And take yourself down. All right, have another 3 seconds breather. Get ready, and you're back up. Right, this is your last blast there, so keep the shoulders stacked, keep the elbows stacked, keep the hips pushed up to the ceiling as well. Don't get saggy in the center. We do have leg extensions, so relax there and roll yourself over onto your front. So leg extensions, remember these? Now, last time you might have been letting your knees touch the ground. That's fine. If you want to let your knees hover above the ground, that makes it a little bit more juicy, because your legs are going to be under that tension all the way through. 3 seconds to get ready for your leg extensions, and away you go. Stick your ass into the ceiling, squeeze your thighs, look at your toes, back on down. Take your time with these. If you start to feel a bit lightheaded because your hips are going higher than your head, then just place your knees on the ground, catch your breath. Keep the form and the technique smooth and steady. You certainly don't want to be going like really fast on these because it just looks weird. We're going to be into your duck unders next, guys. Into your duck unders next. That'll be the end of round 2 of 3, unbelievably, when you nail those duck unders. And relax there. Okay. So those duck unders, you do have a 20 seconds breather if you want to dab some sweat off you. Hopefully you got the heart rate's up and the breathing's up. If you want to grab a drink, do so. You got 7 seconds before these 40 seconds of duck unders kick in. And away you go. So nice and smooth and steady. Let's go for those duck unders, guys. Ducking underneath, jab, jab, duck, jab, jab, duck, jab, jab. Nice and light in the feet. You don't want to get rooted to the spot. You're not a tree. 25 seconds left on these. This is the end of round 2, guys. Well done. Almost 20 minutes in. Only 10 left. Now, this is certainly one that you can build a bit of speed into. As long as you keep your eyes on the target and that guard up. You got 8 seconds. Last 5. And relax. Here we go. It's round 3 of 3. So stand by. You got push-ups next. Find your appropriate level. If you can do full body, awesome. Knees on the ground, hands on a table or a bench to lessen the angle, or even hands on the wall. You got 4 seconds to decide. Third and final round. Stand by. Okay, light them up. Let's go. Push-ups. Push-ups or press-ups, whatever you fancy calling them. Now remember, keep those elbows tucked in. Let's look after those shoulders and those pectorals. Don't let them flare out to the side in that T position. Your hands are going to grip the ground. So you know what I was saying about the squat with the points of contact with your big toe, little toe and heel. Think of your hand gripping the ground as well, like claws. You got 6 more seconds on this. Almost done. And you are done. Well done. Finally, those push-ups are done. Out of the way. Right, we're into clock lunge in 13 seconds. So stand yourself up. Get yourself in the middle of that clock face. Here we go. 6 seconds before you go for your clock lunge. And away you go. Let's go. 40 seconds and 40 seconds only. Unless you're doing the 30-30, obviously. Alright, speaking of 30-30s, 30 seconds left. Halfway, 20 seconds. Get yourself around those numbers. You might just choose to go to 12, 9, 6 and 3. That's fine. But if you can, see if you can get tapped down to all the different numbers on that clock face. Next up after these, we got those funky star jumps, lying face up. Alright, and relax. So get yourself ready down on the ground, guys. You've got 15 seconds. Okay, 10 seconds. So get yourself down on the ground, heels off the ground. We're going to sweep those arms and legs. Last time today, I swear. Last time. Ready? And away you go. Give me 40 seconds of the star jump, lying face up. Remember what I said before, if this gets too much, if you want to just place your hands on the ground and lift the feet off the ground and just keep them off the ground, a little bit of ab work, no problems. After these star jump, lying face up, you will have squats. You still got 13 seconds left on these though. Dig in. A nice warm glow should be creeping into the abdominals round about now. 5 more seconds. And relax. Well done. Bring yourself up and out. Alright, we got the squats in 17 seconds. Feet shoulder width apart. Heads up, chest up. You can only add some speed into this or some weight if the rest of the technique and form is dialed in. You want a nice straight line between your ear, your shoulder and your hip on this. So spine in line. Ready? 40 seconds of squats. Start now. Off you go. So 40 seconds of squats. Feet gripping the ground, remember. Think of that triangle position. Heel, big toe, little toe. Pressing into the ground. 15 seconds. Last 10. What's up next? That 2-inch run in place. That's what's up next. 4 more seconds on these squats. And relax. Alright, have a breather. Go grab a drink. Find yourself a little bit of space. It's going to be those rapid 2-inch run in place. 10 seconds before those dial in. Now, if you want to go absolutely bananas for the whole 40 seconds, well, then you're a better person than me. But if you want to step it up a gear, get ready. Gear by gear. Ready? Off you go. Ease yourself into the first 10 seconds. Still get the feet moving. Still get those arms moving. But maybe not as fast because you're going to step it up a gear. Now, away you go. So, gear 2, we're going to go a little bit faster. Swing those arms a little bit more. 3 more seconds before we go gear 3. Stand by. Boom. Take it up. Gear 3. Let's go. 15 seconds. Alright, gear 4 is about to kick in. All out war. And away you go. Give me a sprint finish. Go, go, go. 7 seconds. Spider walkouts will be next. You've got 4 more seconds. Come on, we can see the finish line. Ready? And relax. Well done. All right. Woo! I feel tired just coaching you through that. Right, so take yourself down. Good, strong push-up position. Hands out in front of you. Let's separate those knees and feet. See how far we can walk out. Feel that stretch coming in. You got 5 seconds before this kicks off. Ready? And away you go. Now you might be thinking, yeah, I'm going to do 30 seconds on this one. Another 30 seconds breather. Totally understand. Don't be flipping it round, though. I've got my eyes on you. Don't be doing 20 seconds on and 40 seconds off. All right, you got 25 seconds left on this spider walkout. 20 seconds, you're halfway through. Ease yourself into it. You might not be going as low as on round 1, and that is perfectly fine. Still think about keeping your bum cheeks nice and squeezed and the heels away from the head. This is a plank. Think of that plank, nice and taut and tight. Ready and relax. You are into your side lunges, guys. Have a 20 seconds breather. Okay, 7 seconds. Get ready for your side lunges. And away you go. So smooth and steady. Side lunges. Feet planted. Side step out. Outstanding. 10 seconds already gone on this one. Okay, 20 seconds on these side lunges to give you the heads up to finish strong. You have 3 exercises left. That's going to be your side plank, of which we're going to do 20 seconds either side. Then you got leg extensions and you got duck unders to give you the heads up. Last 10 seconds though on these side lunges. And relax. All right, take yourself down to the ground. Now remember, listen up for the change here, guys. We're going to do 20 seconds one side, 20 seconds the other. We are starting on that left elbow. Remember we did that first? So take yourself down to the ground. Left elbow on the ground. Stack your left shoulder over it. Make sure that left elbow's tucked in. Get ready. And up you come. All right, lock it in. 20 seconds this side. No 10-second blast. Let's see if we can do the full 20 this side. And then it's going to be a rapid change over to your right-hand side. You got 8 seconds before you switch to that right side. And change. All right, roll on over. Just roll over on the ground. Dig that right elbow in. Stack the right shoulder over the left. Almost there. 9 seconds. Your left hip stacked over your right hip. Push the heels away. A little bit longer if you can through that body. Almost there. And relax. Roll over onto your front. You have leg extensions. So again, this is where you might want to slow it down a little bit. Catch your breath. Get your knees underneath your hips. Control that form and technique. You got 5 seconds. And away you go. So smooth and steady. Drive your ass up to the ceiling. Look at your toes. Bring yourself back down. Halfway through on this one. We're going to finish strong with those duck unders. Real good blast to finish off with those. 13 seconds on these leg extensions. Nice squeeze of the quadriceps. So front of the thighs, get them taut and tight, locked in. And relax. All right, last 20 seconds to prep. So come on up, stand yourself up, find yourself a little bit of space. We've got the duck unders to finish strong. 10 seconds. This is our last exercise. 30 minutes boxed off of solid training. Well done. You got 3 seconds, 2, 1, go. There we go. Last 40 seconds. Okay, so somebody's going to be striking for you. Get underneath it. Couple of jabs. Get underneath it. Couple of jabs. Light on the feet. Breathing relaxed. Great stuff. Fast fists on this. Fists of fury. 20 seconds left. Last 15. Thank you so much for jumping into this bodyweight circuits. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to drop us a message if you didn't. You've been absolutely brilliant. You got 5 seconds left. Finish strong. I shall see you soon. 3, 2, 1, done.